One day, a family of slugs wished to go to the beach for their summer vacation. The father slug orchestrated the trip. The mother slug was reluctant to go to the beach, saying,
It's too far and too dangerous, for we have no protection from our enemies.
The father slug said,
Do not fret, the other people at the beach are the crabs, and I hear they're not violent.
They decided that the trip would indeed happen. As they traveled, they faced many trials and tribulations. But even so, they persisted through the conditions, eventually making it to the divine, majestic beach of holiness and paradise. Once there, they started to get situated. The children began to play. But then the father realized they forgot the sunscreen. In rage, he screamed.
No! My sunscreen! How will I ever make sure I don't receive skin cancer?
Then he caught sight of some elegant and regal creatures in the distance. They did not need sunscreen at all. They carried the most beautiful, strange encapsulations on their back. The father knew he must have those shell like structures for his family. But how would he obtain those amazing shells? His wife egged him to go talk to them. The mother slug, who was more intelligent than her husband, recognized that these animals were the crabs he spoke of. She reminded him, saying,
Those animals are totally non-violent.
he exclaimed.
You're so right, darling. I'll go over there and ask them how they got their shells.
The hermit crab noticed the slug coming towards his area. The father slug sauntered over to the hermit crab and said,
Howdy. I was just pondering how y'all came to acquire such phenomenal shells.
The largest and closest crab responded.
You want to know? You're going to have to trade something for it.
Father slug replies,
I'll trade anything for the knowledge. Please, just let me and my family know how to get such amazing shells.
The crab responded loud enough for the whole family to hear.
Anything? Okay then, I'll tell you. We find these shells lying around on the beach and we just crawl in.
Father slug says.
Thanks. I don't know what I would do without you.
Father slug begins to swarm away when suddenly the crab yells.
Not so fast. You haven't paid your part of the bargain yet.
Father slug replies.
Oopsie daisy. I forgot, but I don't have anything to give you in return.
Crab responds angrily.
Okay then, bub. You have two options. Either give me your tasty-looking children or your life.
Father slug screams. His eyes bulge out of his head. He starts sweating profusely. He cries.
I'm so sorry.
He turns to the direction of his wife and children and yells.
Please run away.
The crab then kills Father slug. Contrary to what was expected, the family of slugs charged down the gaggle of hermit crabs, stealing their shells and avenging their loved one in the process. Ever since then, the descendants of the father slug have worn shells to honor his sacrifice, giving birth to the snail.